Thanks to the explosive force of cannon fire, the French were close to victory in this century-long war. But in a final grasp at power, the English dispatched a fresh army, equipped with their tried and tested longbows. Formigny would be a trial of old versus new, to determine the fate of France. English commander Sir Thomas Kyriel sent a large expedition to crush the French in Normandy. The village of Carentan was directly in their path. Massively outnumbered, the French skirmishers near Carentan would give their lives to weaken the English. Though they fought bravely, the French skirmishers could only slow the English advance. The main body of the French army finally arrived in the river valley. The French now needed to locate and destroy the English army, but they would face a well-entrenched enemy with several local garrisons.
Nous délaissons Cestui-Lieu. Je vais devant, rivez derrière. L'ennemi nous assaut de longue nous accentons. Ainsi, c'est les guerres. Je l'ai gagné. J'y tue. Bien, l'heure est d'aller envoyer. 6 hommes seuls besoignés. Je fais le commandement. Les amis se fait. Allons plus que nos destriers. À l'assaut. Prêts pour les commandements. Faites votre commandement. Arbalète avant et sauvez les coustiliers sont prêts. À l'assaut. Prêts pour les commandements. Nous attendons les commandements. Les coustiliers sont prêts. Nos destriers rongent la frappe. L'ennemi au droit de carrière. Envoyez-moi à la bataille. Gloire, victoire, les coustiliers sont prêts. À l'assaut.
The French destroyed the garrison at Brickbeck.
Nos destriers rongent la frappe. Nos destriers rongent la frappe. Les coustiliers sont prêts. Nos arbalètes sont cette espèce. À l'assaut. Prêts pour les commandements. En avant. Reste tous en esprit. Nous délaissons Cestui-Lieu. Je vais devant, ridez derrière. Ainsi soit fait. Votre stress dit est bien clair. En avant, reste tous en Mesnil. À l'archon, presse, Coustilier, nous allons. Avez-vous commandement pour... J'attends les... Une joyeuse coursée.
Dépêchez-moi. Parfait. Lancier en voie. Je veuille à Artis. Ma lance ira où vos...
Mes compagnons, ne clamez pas, avancez.
Oyez bien, fiez vos amoués. Que sont les Gérides à Parmain? Nos destriers rongent leurs freins. Prêt pour... Je fais votre... Nous attendons, je fais votre commandement. Houstiliers, en ordonnance. Nous allons. Si sera fait selon votre commandement. Ainsi soit fait. Votre dit est bien clair. Piquez des deux. En arceau, Coustilier. Voyez bien les commandements, soudain.
French forces found a detachment of the English army attacking the town of Vallon. If they could stop the attack, they might gain valuable resources.
À l'assaut, votre idée est bien claire. Les Coustiliers sont prêts. En avant, reste-nous en masquer.
With the English attack on Valognes halted, the citizens moved to support the French army.
Dois-je rider? J'éride un continent. Prêt pour les commandements. Tiens vos Samoué. Allons plus que le pas. Votre dit est bien clair. Nous délaissons ces stuilieux. En avant, reste-nous en Mesny. Si sera fait selon votre commandement. Allons plus que le pas. Je vais devant, ridez derrière. Nous délaissons ces stuilieux. Ainsi soit fait. Allons plus que le pas. Je suis acier. Allez plus que le pas pour mourir.
The English base at Saint-Sauveur fell to the French forces, but the enemy army was still at large.
Les soudards sont prêts pour les Coustiliers sont prêts. Ainsi soit fait. La victoire. Allons plus que le pas. Je vais devant, ridez derrière. En avant, reste tous en Mesny. Nous délaissons ces stuilieux. Je vais devant, ridez derrière. Je suis acier!
Arbalétriers, soyez suspects.
Nos destriers, nous accompagnons. Ridez derrière.
Arbalétriers, soyez suspects.
À l'assaut! Reste pour le commandement. Nos destriers Nous actons en avant. Reste tous en mesnie.
Ainsi soit fait. Fiez-vous à moi.
Je fais votre commandement.
Optimé. L'ennemi nous protège. C'est une heureuse victoire pour le commandement. Je fais votre commandement. Voyez bien les commandements. Allons plus que le pas. Nous allons plus que le pas. Votre esdite est bien clair. Fiez-vous à moi. Je fais votre commandement. Nous délaissons Estuilieu.
The French forces located Kyriel's English army at a river crossing near the town of Formigny.
Les costumiers sont prêts. Les soldats sont nos destriers. Rongent le frein.
Bien moult te crever.
Attention. Prêts pour les commandements.
Several of the Bureau brothers' heavy guns and other forces arrived to help.
Ça, engin, en la voie.
Voyez bien. Fais ici les commandements.
Ainsi sera fait.
Avez-vous commandement Brancellon et Ridon? L'ennemi nous assaut de longue traîne.
Soudain, vous suivez l'engin. Avant, allons.
Even with their cannons, the French faced the difficult task of engaging the well-positioned English army.
C'est quasi assouvi. Ayez cœur. Envoyez lancier. Gardez le pas.
L'ennemi nous protège.
Ici,
Sécurez l'engin de siège. Envoyez.
The French received word that their Breton allies had arrived with their knights and horsemen. Now the two armies could coordinate. The Bretons saw an opportunity to attack the English from the back. As the Bretons attacked, the English had no choice but to pivot their front line, opening their flanks to attack from the French.
nous attendons vos commandes. Saint soit-il fait.
Nous attendons vos commandes.
Les engins de siège, ainsi soit-il. Engin de siège.
Juste et notre cause, chevalier. Nous attendons, soit-il fait. Les arbalètes sont faites.
Les engins de siège sont prêts. Ici les commandements.
Beset by the French and Bretons, the English beat a hasty retreat toward Formigny. The English survivors entered Formigny. The French would have to take this town to secure victory.
Les engins de siège sont prêts. respect. Réussis les cris des dangers. Arbalétrier,
Levez votre commandement.
aux hommes de ciel, ainsi sera fait.
Juste est notre tour. Nous actons, nous actons. Nos arbalètes sont désespérées. Juste est notre
Fils pour poste prochain au siège en dicte-nos quelqu'un tel là-bas. Fils pour poste prochain. Dicte-nos quelqu'un tel là-bas. Tout est en c'est 15.
Le champ nous attend.
With the last English army destroyed and the gates of Formigny thrown open, the French force in Normandy was victorious. Their well-organized forces and superior firepower had brought the arduous 100 Years' War closer to its conclusion. At Formigny, the roar of cannon fire sounded the death knell for England's ambitions in France. King Charles and the Bureau brothers did not let up on the offensive, and in 1453, the English retreated across the Channel. France was finally at peace. More than 100 years had passed since the first English chevauchés had scorched the land. The iconic French knights who fought in those early days would not have recognized their own military a century later. The English longbow, once the scourge of France, was no match for French artillery in the last years of the war. And by 1453, France's border looked very different, growing to encompass The Mongols charged across the European plains, with the fatigued Rus army in close pursuit. The Rus had fallen for the Mongol tactic of the feigned retreat, and unknowingly followed them into peril. The Mongol general sprung his trap on the enemy scouts. With the Rus scouts cut down, General Subutai crossed the Kalka River. Here, he would stage a full-scale ambush on the vast Rus army. Subutai directed his warriors to split up and lie in wait for the enemy.
Турхгууд хатгалтанд бич ярдгэрээ нүгэ анхаар агслуга мана ярдг болгодуга ойх турхгуудаа жиргэж санарт сугаар санарт тун ярдгаар болсон. Турхгуудаа бич ёсоор болгосон юм болох юм уу дээ. Жаатыг сүр амуудах бар тарваач. Давир. Билээ.
For Subutai's strategy to be effective, he needed to spring his trap before the Rus recovered from their long pursuit. He sent his most fearsome Mangadai horse archers to draw the Rus quickly towards the ambush site. These highly skilled warriors could fire their bows rapidly while riding at speed. The Mongol provocation was effective, and the Rus hastily pursued. The Rus army had fallen for the feigned retreat and rode straight into the Mongol ambush. With the enemy surrounded, Subutais' battle-ready warriors descended from all sides. The Mongol ambush was devastating, and Rus numbers were reduced to a few desperate stragglers. Seeing the fate of their comrades, the last Rus encircled themselves in a makeshift fort of baggage carts.
전력 보도와 베이지 아 오다르 토르크봇 어드통 답스통 자 백수 베이지 아 답스통 The Rus stockade fell. Despite a valiant last stand, the remnants of the Rus army were cut down. Spurred on by the crushing victory at the Kalka River, the Mongols advanced ever further into the heartland of the Rus. On the banks of the Kalka River, thousands of Rus were killed by the Mongols. The hunters had become the hunted. But in the years leading up to this Mongol raid in the west, Genghis Khan had been focusing his attacks on the east and the Qin dynasty of northern China. Controlling wealthy lands and trade routes, Qin cities overflowed with riches. In 1210, the Qin's new ruler, seeing Genghis Khan as a threat, demanded that he swear loyalty to him. Genghis Khan refused. To the Qin, this defiance was a declaration of war. The Qin had a huge army, and their territory was protected by vast fortifications, known today as the Great Wall. The Qin fortress of Shangjaku blocked Genghis Khan's path to the Great Wall. Seeing the strength of the defenses at the front of the fortress, Genghis Khan dispatched his scouts to seek out an alternate approach. Mongol warfare relied heavily on the mobility of mounted scouts. They could travel at high speed, explore the terrain, and gather information on enemy weaknesses. The Khan's swift riders advanced up the steep mountain, discovering a hidden path above the Qin fortress. The Qin had deployed patrols on the mountain above their fortress, but the Mongol scouts, although isolated from their army, had the advantage of speed. The Mongol riders discovered an embankment leading to the back of the fortress. Here they found far fewer Qin defenses than at the front. Learning of the weak defenses at the back of the fortress, Genghis Khan saw his opportunity to attack. The Mongols began their ride to battle. If the Mongols took the fortress, they could freely